As composers, we are always looking for new ways to add depth, richness, and texture to our music, and we often do that through our sample libraries. There are, of course, some really great options out there. You've probably come across names like East West, Spitfire, Cinesamples, and these are leading players in the sample library industry. However, with that said, these collections and larger libraries tend to come at a premium price. Until now. Cinesamples has recently launched Musio 1. This is a perpetual license that gives you access to the entire Cinesamples catalog in one elegant, easy-to-use, and affordable plugin. So in this video, we are going to take a look at a piece that I've been working on, and we're going to add in some of the most iconic Cinesamples libraries. This way, you get a sense if Musio is going to be right for you. All right, awesome. Let's say you are just starting out, you don't really know what you're even looking for. This Explore tab is going to be your central hub. It's a curated selection of instruments that might be beneficial to you if you're just browsing. But if you are searching for a specific instrument, a specific library, you can go to the catalog section. And the catalog is going to show you everything that Musio has to offer listed alphabetically. So we have the Gina Luciani Cinema Flutes, Tina Guo cellos, pretty much the entire Symphony suite. Drums of War 1, 2, and 3. Cinestrings Pro was recently released. Let's take a look at the articulations that we get. So we have the sustained octaves, sustained mutes, staccato, so our shorts, pizzicato, crescendo, appassionata strings. They just sound really, really gorgeous. You can simply just download right from the articulation. I'll just simply load, it comes on up, and this is where the instrument tab is going to come in. Here is the dedicated interface depending on the instrument that you use. So this is going to be Musio's brand new key switch interface that lets you either select your key switch that you want, or you can drag and drop. And what's great about the instrument tab is that you do also have access to different controls. These controls will vary depending on the instrument that you load in, and same with the effects. So the very first instrument that I went to is the Piano in Blue library. This is a Steinway grand piano that was recorded and played by Bill Evans, and it just has this beautiful full character. So just take a listen to like how rich the bottom end of this instrument is. This is the foundation of the entire track. It starts off with that piano. It's nice and quiet. The strings kind of act as a pad for the piece. So let's hear what that sounds like. You can even hear I added in a little bit of... It's very subtle, but it does seem a little empty at this point. So that's why I wanted to add some more percussion in this area. Cineperc has been a staple in percussion libraries for years. Orchestral percussion, to metal, to epic, to tonal, to wood. It all builds up to this one overarching Cineperc collection. All of these libraries are very connected. They were recorded in the same space. They all blend very well together. So first off, I use the marimba to do something like... And I think as we start building down, it's really gonna make a difference. So next up, I want to focus on the glass marimba, and I actually want it to kind of follow that pattern of the piano that we heard before, like that. Awesome. I love that because the odd rhythms in an already existing odd time signature of 7/8. So next up is the finger cymbals. Something like that. Nice. The final thing that I wanted to add specifically to this intro section here is the circular bells. Also, I want to just point out the Cinewinds flute, just a little, sparkle. And so next up, I wanted to go from that smaller instrumentation and start adding in a little bit more interest. And the Voxos choir is a fantastic option if you are looking for something cinematic, something epic. The dynamic range is so incredible. Awesome. Let's now add in the men. Now let's move on to the bass. I don't need a full choir the entire time, but I want them to slowly, gradually come in. We can definitely highlight some of the melody, some of the harmony, and that is where Cinebrass is going to come in.
Yes!
This is probably one of my go-to libraries for anything brass related. There is such a clarity in the brass instruments that you do not get with other samples out there. And so for this piece, I wanted to use the 2-horn ensemble, the 6-horn ensemble, trombone ensemble, chimbasso and bass trombones, and then the trumpet ensemble. So let's try adding in something for the 6 horns. And then let's do something with the trumpets. And let's hear them together, because I think that sounds fantastic. And so that is like the climax, and it kind of leads us into this soft, quiet moment of the piece, which I think would be a fantastic spot for Tina Guo's acoustic cello to come back in. Something like that. Not only is a cello one of my favorite instruments out of the entire orchestra, Tina Guo's acoustic cello is such a fantastic, expressive legato library that you can add to your music. It's not just a solo cello library. This is Tina Guo's cello, and it's Tina Guo's playing style. You can even hear it just going from the C to F to C. It's so, so beautiful. So let me see if I can play that in. We added a few different sections that I think fill out the piece a little bit more. Our foundation with the piano in blue and our finger cymbals. We added in more choir and stuff in the middle. The brass makes that climax much more impactful. And I think having a nice little legato line at the end, I think it all comes together very, very nicely. All right, so if you are interested in Musio, you can get full access to everything and try it for yourself for free for 30 days, no credit card required when you sign up, and really no strings attached. So if you do want to take full advantage of this comprehensive suite of orchestral instruments in this easy-to-use streamlined interface, then make sure you head on over to musio.com to learn more. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Robert Rodriguez, and this is Musio One.